Let's talk about complex problems in life and product development. Imagine that you were going to sponsor the world's best chess player in a world championship final, and you said to that player, to invest in you, I need to know exactly how many moves it's going to take you to checkmate your opponent. Of course, you could make an estimate. You could make a data-enabled probabilistic forecast, but you can't predict with certainty because chess is the very definition of a complex problem. There are too many unpredictable variables, too many game factors. So if the chess player can't play to a move-by-move script that was prepared in advance, how do they play? Do they abandon all planning and wing it? Well, of course they don't. Of course they plan in that they think about their goal, the work, and its challenges. Of course they think through their game at a high level. They don't create a detailed move-by-move script because that doesn't work. But they do think and raise their intelligence about the work and its challenges. They might anticipate individual strategies that they might use, but it's still not a detailed, rigid, move-by-move script. And having done their planning, their preparation, their thinking, they show up to the game with vision and intent. They set their first micro goal, they start playing, and enter a process of continuous adaptive planning. It's not that they don't plan, it's not that they don't prepare, it's that they don't have a big rigid plan up front and that they enter into continuous adaptive planning. Now, it turns out that many things in our lives are like that, not just developing innovative new products whose adoption and emerging use patterns we can't predict with certainty in advance. Our relationships are like that, our businesses, our visionary goals like ending world hunger and curing cancer, our lifelong learning projects are like that. Life itself. Given the reality of uncertainty and the inevitability of continuous adaptive planning, why do we resist it? Perhaps out of fear. Perhaps because we lack confidence in our ability to play adaptively. Perhaps because we even lack the competencies of playing adaptively. It's also true that in contexts where we need sponsors and investors, they of course want certainty, and we can't ignore that. That's why in those contexts, we do need to get better at probabilistic forecasting, but also at having confidence-creating conversations about the nature of uncertainty and how we will deal with it. That's why we need to involve them with openness and transparency in the process of visioning and setting next step goals, choosing next step actions, inspecting the results of those next step actions, and adapting our plan. That's why we need to be frequent and predictable, not infrequent and unpredictable in our inspection and adaptation cycles. We need to demonstrate that we can double down quickly on what is working and pivot quickly from what isn't. In contexts where we don't need to win the confidence of investors and sponsors, such as our personal relationships and our projects, we might be much less formal in our approach, but the same principles of having vision and being adaptive still can be useful. It comes down to what one of my coaching mentors puts like this: develop your grounding, show up, and respond to what shows up. The quality of our grounding determines how well we respond to what shows up. The painful venture of trying to control the unpredictable and make reality conform to our brittle script may only be because we lack the confidence and the ability to inspire confidence in the much more resilient practice of continuous adaptivity.